All right, folks, how you doing? So I'm up and at 'em now. I laid down for about 15, 20 minutes and just said, you know something, I'm going to stay ahead of the game. I got adequate rest. I'm good. And I took a nice, really nice hot shower, lathered up like 3 times with this really good soap. It's like a honey, almond and honey soap with olive oil in it. I just totally just did a triple lather up, sat there about 15 minutes, rinsed it off with cold warm water, then a cold rinse. Yeah, I like to basically take showers. Like if I can do it twice a day in the hot weather, I like to do that. Just keeps your skin clean, keep your feet clean, just keeps the bacteria and the oils and salts and sweat and stuff, and it keeps you from getting like little rashes and all that stuff. Just keeps your body clean. And I got my nails cleaned, my nails today too. Nail clippers, and just keep myself up, man, because ain't nobody gonna do it for you, man. There's so many people, man, I've seen, man, they got money, man, they don't even want to get in. They'd be like if they took a shower a week. That is just freaking nasty. That's like beyond nasty. I don't understand some dudes, man. They're all scraggly looking, all crap, all out of their beard, mush. That a woman don't want a real woman that likes a real man wants a clean man. She don't want no feet and ass smell on a guy. So that's how that frickin' rolls. That's my equation on how to do stuff. So, and my teeth, I chew tobacco, man. I brush my teeth like twice a day, really super good. My gums, floss, everything. So I'm all right. At some point, I'll quit this damn chew. I hope to. It's a hard habit to quit. I've been doing it for a long, long time, over 30 years, probably 35 years. But not too bad on it. Not really too bad. Just depends, man. If I'm bored, whatever. If I'm traveling, I tend to use it more. If I'm just kicked back somewhere, I'm 3, 4 dips a day. I'm not drinking any more coffee today. I'm just waiting here if I need to do another number 2 and a piss, that's why I'm going to stretch it out about another hour in here. I'll head out of here about 9:30, get out on that highway. But 9:30 or 10, I'll be good. And that'll be decent. And I'll just head on out, and lo and behold, I'm good, man. So I'll get a ride. I'm going to head to that Grand Rapids, and hopefully if I'm not out of here, if I don't get a ride, I'm not going to sit out there no 3 hours. If I can't get a ride in 3 hours by 1, I'm going to call that city bus, have them pick me up, and I'm gonna do the campground here for the night and try it early in the morning again. If it don't work, I've got a feeling I'll make it to Grand Rapids. I'm not even worried about that. If someone's going all the way to Duluth, I just say, hey, can you drop me off at the fairgrounds there? And I just got to get to the fairgrounds there, fill out a little slip, get a little sticker thing, and I'm good to go, man. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me, and they'll pay it for I'm gonna just see if they'll pay it up for 4 days. I don't want to stay a whole damn week. Just give me 4 days in the campground, or three nights would be good. And that'll give me plenty of time to look at what the weather's going to be like. I'm going to do that one shelter, that quick setup I got, but I'm also going to improvise an overhang with that big military tarp I got. So I've got added waterproof. I'm going to slant it away. I know how to do it. I know how to do it properly the right way. And that's how we'll do that. And we'll just set that son of a bitch up, and I'll have a camp spot. And hopefully there's not a lot of people in there. Hopefully not. I'll have to look at the calendar and see what's going on. See what the calendar of events is for that Itasca Fairgrounds there, because sometimes they got stuff going on, and it's towards the weekend they got a speedway there. Sometimes they'll have different things going on. You just got to look at stuff and see what they got going on. Because when they got stuff like that going on, there's a lot of people, man. And they always tend to congregate right towards the front there, the RV sites. You get more towards the back there, it gets a little more remote. They got fencing around most of the place, but towards the back they don't. You just got to be really careful around her. Not super careful, it's okay. There's a lot of people, and bears don't like to be around people and noise, so they stay the hell out of the way. But you just want to keep your garbage, like anything that you eat, you want to take your stuff and take it out and take it up to the receptacle towards the front where the showers are, around that area there. Just kind of keep critters where they ain't got nothing And then if you take a shower, at night, you always use deodorant on your way out. Like I always use deodorant on my way out. But when I'm camping in the campground, I'll just take a shower. I ain't using no deodorant, um, because it draws animals, man. Scents do, fruity scents, sweet smells, kind of stuff that attracts them. Um, so at some point, I'm going to go to. I still like what I use. I use certain hygiene items. And I don't want to go without them because they really keep your body clean. They're good for your skin. They keep your body clean. But Dr. Bonner's makes uh, a astringent soap, concentrated, and it comes in a little 4 ounce thing, and you can use it to. Basically, you can use it to brush your teeth, wash your clothes, and wash your body. It's multi-purpose. At some point, I'll go totally ultralight. Um, I will. And I've got some tactical pants. I love them damn things, man. Them are awesome. And that's going to be my go-to pants in the future. And then I want to get another pair of lightweight paratrooper pants that zip off for summer, and they can be used 4 different seasons. And but anyway, just like I said, I'm going to be following the news, following different things. I've got my data off, so when I need to use my data, when I'm looking stuff up, I can just turn my data on, wham. Um, and hopefully, like I said, it's not going to be sucking up all my data. If you just leave it on, man, the apps use it daily, man. You can go through so many different things on your phone. That's why I don't like having a lot of apps. You get these dang factory apps, man. They're using up a lot of data. I don't like that. That's another reason how they can screw you out of your data. Just hear me out on this. You pay for a damn plan. They put all these apps, on there, and you can't delete them. I mean, what if I don't want to use the damn thing? I don't like Samsung. They got like 8, 10 apps. These Samsung themes, and so I don't need it. I'm not interested. I'm just paying my phone bill, so I got text and talk and text unlimited, so I can make calls to people. If you ain't got a phone, you're screwed. You have no way to access when you're coming through a place. You got no way to access maps. You don't really truly know where you're at. I mean, think about it, man. You don't know where the hell you're at. You can't rely on what somebody tells you. I've learned these skills over the years, time and time again. New things I've learned, new techniques. And this guy that picked me up yesterday goes, "Man, you really know some stuff, don't you? I could learn a lot from you." Yeah, you could, brother, but I gave him the information. Give him some advice on maybe some possibilities, what he should do. I didn't really want to get in depth. The dude just seemed weird. I wanted to get the ride, him let me out, and him boogie down the road. I kind of felt deep in my heart, kind of like, man, I could have helped the dude. I gave him $3 of my money. I wasn't going to give him $5 for gas. I mean, I'm not, man. I'm down to a limited amount of cash. I'm not going to be giving my cash away. Sorry. I will in certain instances. He's got a vehicle. I know. Dude, use your brain. Go to a church. Go clean some windows. Go do something for a tank of gas, dude. Don't. Why you hit me up? I'm homeless. I'm hitchhiking, dude. I got my own. I don't let people into my hustles. A few years back, several years back, I was hitchhiking through Indiana, and it was summertime, and I checked into this shelter, man. And there was some guy, it was like 8 guys there, 10 guys there, and I shared a room with 3 other guys, this little 4-bunk thing, and the dude seen me check in, this fat dude, all he does is lay around upstairs all day, and he seen me, "How you doing? My name's such and such," come up, and I just kind of like, "All right, brother," shook his hand, "All right, I'm Brian, blah, blah." And so I got my window cleaning gear, went into town. Within 10 minutes, I'm cleaning this bridal shop, this Hispanic bridal shop, $50 frickin' job. And this dude just walked into town too, slightly after me, kind of almost followed me, and was sitting across the street on this bus stop, man. So then he walked over and he says, "Hey, man, shit, you looking for some help? I can help you do that." And I said, "No, I'm good. This is a single gig. I do this on my own. This is what I do on my own." And I just do, and I don't get none of your business, It's like, "Oh, sorry, man, I don't need any help. I do this as a personal single gig that I do, and that's it, man. That's the way it is." And he was like, "Oh, man, well, if you need help, let me know." And I said, "I'm good, man, thank you." And I got back to working. So when I finally finished, I did 3 jobs in town and made about $120, $130. And When I get back to the shelter, I've got two other guys cutting into me, man. Like, hey, man, if you need any help doing, I heard you're a window cleaner. You heard I was a window cleaner. Really? Who told you I was a window cleaner? Oh, the guy you're bunking with. So I went upstairs and I says, hey, can I talk to you a minute? Check this out, dude. Why are you telling people, man, that, I'm a window cleaner and telling people about my business, dude? You don't know me. I'm just here for a few days. And, that's it, man. What's going on? Just, dude, I appreciate if you wouldn't, just kind of mind your own business and not get into my business. So he kind of he's a little pussy type dude. He took it the wrong way and went down, told the lady I was aggressive towards him. So I went down there and talked to the lady. I says, I don't know what's wrong with this guy up here. I think he's got some problems, but I explained it to her and she said, okay, but we won't have any more of that. So I just told her, I says, well, if you can, why don't you call him down and just tell him, just kind of don't say nothing to me. I don't want to deal with the dude, man, because I really don't want to deal with him now. The dude's a rat and he snitched on me. He went downstairs and talked to the lady, said I was aggressive towards her. He's a little punk ass snitch. For what? I didn't do nothing wrong, man. I told him just to stay out of my business and I don't want to be bothered with him, but I did it in a nice way. And then he come back upstairs there and stuff, and he left. He was gone most of the day, so or most of the evening till check-in, till curfew. And then I went to bed up there, went to sleep, got up the next morning, went and did a couple more window jobs, and he was walking through town seeing me. He had a bicycle then. At that point, he borrowed some bicycle or something. He was driving around. He kept going by me and stuff, and I'm just kind of glaring at him like, dude, if you know what's best for you, I'd suggest you just kind of don't even come around me no more. Because I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going to gas this son of a bitch with some mace. I'm going to mace this punk ass dude, take him back, probably stomp his guts out if it calls for it. But I didn't want no problem. So anyway, he went again and said that I flipped him off while I'm doing windows like that. I went like this and flipped him. I'm like, man. So they asked me to leave, and I'm like, man. The dude came upstairs and he literally says, hey, you need to be off the premises in 20 minutes, or we will have you escorted off. And I'm just like, man, what kind of shelter is this? So I packed my crap and left. Had about $200, so I went down to this flea bag dive ass motel and rented a room. It was like $65-$70, and I had to rent it another day because it just barreled frickin' rain. Then I finally did get out of there, and I ran into some better towns. Never go through Logansport, Indiana. I think it was on 24. Oh my God, what a dive ass frickin' place. It was 34 or 24, I think it was, but I think it was 34. Or 24 runs into 34. No, I won't do that. Go through that area again. That's another area to stay. Just certain places I won't go through now, because you get down to certain parts of Indiana, it's just trashy, high unemployment, dumpy ass towns. The towns are like totally dumpy. When I say dumpy, I mean like ultra dumpy, man. Like frickin' sidewalks ain't maintained by the city. If you're walking at night on a sidewalk, you might break your leg, fall into a pothole. It's just certain areas you want to keep cruising. So I'm going to figure something out today. I'm going to sit down and figure out some stuff today in my mind. Then when I get to this campground here, I'm going to sit down with pen and paper, internet, and I'm going to look, and I'm going to make some calls ahead and try to line some stuff up. I'm going to see what my options are. See, because what I do, that's why you got to have a phone, man. You can forecast the weather. You can look at you can look on citydata.com. You can look and it'll show how the town's set up, everything. I prefer a lot of these towns that are Hispanic, man, that are like, 50% Hispanic, because they're good-ass people, man. They're awesome. They're beyond awesome, man. They're caring people. They're hard workers. They're not into drugs, 90% of them. They work hard. They send money back home to their people, and then they have businesses here, and they value work, and they respect a person that knows how to do mucho trabajar, which means much work. And, I can go and I can do restaurants for them. They'll feed you, they'll pay you, they have properties. I mean, they'll let you do some work and they'll look out for you. And I try to condescend and transcend towards people like that, and the working class, blue collar, because they respect work, they understand the working man's plight, and they understand a guy that's down that's willing to do some work, instead of some of these towns where, you get these freaking people, man. they're driving around with $75,000, $100,000 vehicles. They see you with a big pack, and you could have a grand worth of gear, you know, clean cut and everything. And they're looking down on you. Gotta look at that vagabond there. So I'm going to make some choice. I'm going to consider some routes and consider some routes and different things I can do that might be valuable for me. And I can go to these places. Like when I go to this one town here, I can go south of there. It goes to the cities, but I can cut back a little bit and then go south again and kind of bypass. I want to bypass Minneapolis for a host and variety of reasons. One is it's one of the most dangerous cities in the United States other than Chicago and LA. It's a close second. They've had all the riots there. There's a lot of racial problems there. If you're a white boy with a pack, you might have some problems. I don't even want to go anywhere near that or through that city. And 35 south goes through there. Would I be better off taking 35? Yeah. But I'd also be better off cutting back again towards Rochester. That's not a bad little city. Rochester, that's south of the city, is probably 50, 60 miles an hour, maybe a little more. That's a good town. Good size, too. That's where they got the Mayo Clinic. A lot of money there. Guy could just kind of kick back there. Some hotel. I can make some money there. So I'm kind of going to zigzag around a little bit, figure out what I want to do what I want to do. Period. That's that simple, man. I'm not going to worry about it. And I've got time to figure some things out. You know, I really do. But like I said, you got to just kind of bypass them damn cities, man. That's kind of a big thing. Because you go to Duluth there, you know, you start getting into some remote areas up there. You're getting into the northern woods, man. Highway 2, it goes all the way through. And then you got these little teeny towns. Not much happening, economically screwed. They got some, you know, there's some potential there. Like I do pretty good when I go there. People are benevolent, they're friendly, they're nice. It's not bad. But times have changed. As COVID has changed things considerably, completely. Used to be able to just walk into places and stuff. Now you got to remotely do everything by phone. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, it really is. And you know, and these cops now, you go to certain places, man, they're running you through. They keep a log like how many times somebody comes through in a year if you got a criminal record, and they can just say no. We're not going to give you any assistance. You were here last year. This isn't a place where you just come whenever you want. We're going to put you up like a, you know, whatever. Even though that's not the case, but that's how these pigs, I call them pigs, and that's what they are. A lot of them are just pigs. You know, there's some that do their job properly, but I give them their credit, whatever they got to do, but I don't give them a whole lot of credit because I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to freaking deal with cops, period. I just don't want to. I'm not saying they're bad, they're not, because I've met some super, super good law enforcement that have given me cash for food, water, took me where I needed to go. They were nice. So you can't hate on all of them, but boy, I'll tell you what, they did some dirt. If you ever watch John Felix there, his channel there, boy, I'll tell you what, they're some of the most stupidest cops in the world, and all they want to do is intimidate, harass, and put their foot on your neck. They don't even know what it means to protect and serve. So I'm just telling you, that's how it goes. But anyway, so if you don't have a phone, you're pretty much screwed. So that's a priority with me. I'm always on that, man. I mean, I've been pushing it the envelope lately. I push it right to the last day, but normally I've got my card in my wallet and I just scratch it off, put the pin in 3 days before, and it's banked on my account. I got an app, and it you know, it'll roll right over. So the next day your plan has started and you got this data. And what I like about this plan, I mean, this total bullshit, total wireless, it's okay. It ain't that bad. It's operating pretty decent now, and I'm able to make calls anywhere I want to go, anywhere I'm at. That's cool. I was having some problems with it, but I was able to figure out some of the glitches, downloading the app and managing your account through an app instead of having to call customer service. Because, man, you call customer service, they don't know anything. I mean, they're giving you somebody from Jakarta or Malaysia or the Philippines, and they just cannot speak any English hardly at all. You can't even understand what they're saying. So you're not going to get any quality service, and you're not going to get the problem that you are calling about, or any glitches in your service that you want to rectify and get cleared up and get your phone up to par operational. You're going to go through an hour on a phone and blah blah blah, and I've had them even put incorrect information where I had to call them again. I was like, this is not good customer service. They're just a half rate, you know. There's That's all it is. They'll hire anybody. They just want to expand and capitalize. There's so many different phone carriers. Everybody's competing, and they want to just kind of as many volume is what makes them big. Just like Google, you know. That's how Google is, you know. And they've just gotten just ever increasingly crazy as far as like want to know everything. I mean, you're on your phone. Google needs permission to record your voice, see you through your camera, any personal information for your location at any given time through satellites. I mean, they're too big, man. They're almost like Big Brother. They are Big Brother, but and they're affiliated with oh God knows how many other organizations that we know nothing about. So there's a lot of things going on right now in this country. It's going to get gruesome. It's going to get pretty tough here in the future. I guarantee it. That's why I need to get situated, keep moving, keep being mobile, keep accumulating some cash, and then I can go somewhere and just boom, there we go. And I'll figure out where I'm going to go. I've got to sit down here. I'm going to do a complete process of elimination. And you have to have a plan. You have to sit down and literally plan a route out for like a week and just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And you look at that. And that's why you got pad and paper. You can sit down, you can call all these churches. You can just call and say, hey, I'm going to be coming through there, man. I'm traveling through there, blah, blah, blah. I'm wanting to do some work. I'm a straightforward guy. Don't get crazy. Just give them the meat of the matter. Won't be real respectable. Use some salesmanship, some really good verbal skills without profanity. Sounds like you're a level-headed guy. You're like, hang up on you. Or don't try to sound too salesman-like, because then they think you're trying to run a freaking slick talk. You don't try to be too slick. You just try to come across where you kind of like, you captivate their interest in the conversation. You let them, you ask them questions and blah, 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 and you just be real respectful, and you get a whole lot longer time on the phone. You get They kind of take a liking to you. They kind of care about your plight, and they're like, okay, we can probably give you a room or blah, blah, blah. This is what we do. So you know when you're going through that area, you already know what you got coming. You know, okay, I can get a room there, or I can get some work, or they'll give me a campground. Or you can look up places, what the campground is. You can look at reviews, and the motels, you can tell where places you just want to not, and then you can just call the motel. Somebody, hello, how can I help you? How can you, have a good one. Because you can almost tell, how much do you charge? Oh, $89. Boom, hang up the phone. I'm done. We're looking for mom and pop places. We're looking for some foreign people that can speak good English, that are nice. And I've met some cool ass Vietnamese people. I did their windows, and it was like a $20 job. This dude gave me a $15 tip, $35. I'm like, wow, man, that's cool, man, because they understand things. They've been through tough times, and they respect somebody. I did a great job on the windows. So, man, there you go. But yeah, not having a phone, you're a dead duck sitting in the water. That's it. You're a duck in a big lake waiting for a big, huge muskellunge or a walleye to come up, so just a huge fish to come up and swallow your ass, a pike, just take your ass out. Just like being a seal in the ocean, you're just waiting for that great white to come up and just breach and take your ass out. That's how it is. You have no chance because you can't access any information. You can't call. There's so many different places you can call, and you do have options, and a man's only as good as his options, man. Whatever your options are, that's going to dictate your next step, and you have to have discretion. You got to have some patience. You got to have an open mind and just really look and see what your place. So that's why you sit down with a paper and you kind of map out, like, when I get to this town, sometimes I'll sit down, I'll write out all the churches, get on the website, it'll show a picture of the pastor, leadership, staff, and I'll write down the different names, like the secretary, usually they handle financial stuff, whatever. If there's two pastors, a lot of times they'll indicate the pastor's cell phone. Write all that information out. That way you get somewhere. Say I got to hole up in a truck stop for a couple hours, or I come to a little mom and pop motel that's reasonable. And, if they don't want to do anything on the windows, but they're like, yeah, we there's some churches and stuff, and I've already got that info. I can just sit in their lobby and make some calls. Hey, my name's such and such. I'm here at this motel. I tried to ask them if they wanted their windows cleaned. I'm just looking for a night, 2 nights, whatever. Could you help me out? You can talk directly to the pastor. A lot of times they'll send an officer down, they'll do a check on you, and he'll usually have the vault. A lot of these places now, they let the law enforcement control their finances and stuff like that, which I don't like at all. I do not like that. The cop dictates whether he wants to help you. That's not supposed to be like that. If you don't have any warrants, if he's a redneck cop, I've had a couple of them tell me, well, you can just go up the road here. We don't think we're going to do. Who are you, dude? Just because you're a cop, you're going to tell me I can't. That's what the Ministerial Association, the funds are there for people that are homeless that need a rest in a room. So even if it's one night, you're not entitled to that, but I mean, that's what it's for. And, they usually don't turn you down, but they've left it up to law enforcement. See, and then you got your dickheads, your idiots, your people that are just, oh my God, they're freaking nuts, man. They'll get the room and they'll trash the room out. What did I do? I stripped my bed, put my sheets over here, so when she comes in, the pillows are up there, and she don't got to strip the bed. It's already put the new sheets on, blankets. Garbage is all in the receptacles. The towels are in the tub. There's no garbage. I didn't slobber all over everything and smoke in here or anything like that. It's pretty much an easy clean job. So what does that do? They'll think about that and they'll think, yeah, man, so there won't be any complaints. Otherwise, if you're like some of these pigs that come into a place, they'll make a huge mess. They'll make a mess enough where the housekeeper, will comment and say, God, man, they spilled something in the refrigerator, the microwave, they cooked something. I had to clean, take 20 minutes to clean a damn microwave up. She's got to clean rooms, stuff like that. And they'll comment. So, they'll mention stuff like that. Or sometimes they'll break something or something. And then, it goes back to the church. That way, then the church has to pay for that stuff. Or they'll rip something off. They'll even rip off a microwave or a frickin' clock or a coffee maker. I'm telling you, it's crazy. People that rent rooms do that. But then if you get enough of them incidents that happen, what the church will do, the church will say, well, we're cutting it off. We're not spending any more funds on that. We'll use it towards other things. Seniors that are having problems with the utilities or rent. Okay, that's these other fool homeless people will screw things up. And they'll screw things up for like some disabled veterans that served for years and were wounded, and they need our help more than anything. And, oh my God, man, they ain't going to get it. Nobody's going to get it. I've been through some towns, you ain't getting a loaf of bread, man. Directly because of people that screwed things up. There you go, man. I'm telling you, I've been down that frickin' road, dude. I've been down the road. I know what's going on. I'm very highly intelligent enough where I understand what's going on. That's why I'm switching gears. I'm staying mobile. I don't want people to know a lot of my business. I just want to kind of do the best I can. A little bit at a time, do the best I can. I'm going to go down and get a cup of coffee. I'm going to download this video. I may do another one. I'm thinking I'm going to head out of here about 9:45, about another 45 minutes. So I'm going to download this. This should be downloaded really quickly. Maybe do another one. I wanted to talk about some other things. And then we'll shut that off, clear the cache, clear my storage again, get everything set up again for me to hit this frickin' highway here. See if I'll do some videos of me on the highway again. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Oh boy. Gotta love it, huh? Like and subscribe, like I told you folks before. If you do want to help, watch the video. If you want to comment, say, Brian, I like your videos. You're cool. We like what you're talking about. Can we send you a gift card? I'll give you a town, my name, town, care of, general delivery to the town I'm at, and zip. You can mail and it'll get there. Anything will help, man. Seriously. That's a good way to do it. Just like a Walmart gift card. I don't care if it's a $20 one or a $50 one, whatever. Just because I'm going to be using that for like food, any gear upgrade, hygiene, travel expenses to make my journey more comfortable, more clean, whatever. So please, folks, like and subscribe. I'm doing the best I can, and I'll mention other stuff like you got Steve Wallace, you got Corporal Kelly. Please like and subscribe to all his videos. Survival theory, city prepping, sensible prepping, There's so many, and I'll be mentioning them. I'll be writing out a list in my subscriptions that I've did, people that subscribe to me, and I just wholeheartedly urge you folks to, you know, subscribe to these people, you know, that I've mentioned in a couple other videos, and because they're awesome people, and they really are, and they just gray bearded Green Beret as well. They just produce some phenomenal videos, man. They're phenomenal, and you can learn from them. You know, just so please like and support their channel, their families, and anything they got. Their links, Amazon, you name it. Um, and you know they're affiliates. They sell stuff. You know, T-shirts. Just look out for them, man. They're good people, and they're probably the last of a dying breed. That when things get really bad, you're going to want to communicate with people like this, because they'll be the ones that survive. Hopefully, including myself. So I'm at 30 minutes. Let me go ahead and download this here. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I'll get back with you.